Today on Eagle Nation News. At the heart of a restaurant is a family that its passion goes beyond the food that they serve. Parker Reynolds takes a seat to hear why this business is so special. A parade was held with an unlikely set of characters. Christina Krastanova joined the crowd. Our boys' soccer team is led by one Prosser coach with a journey like no other. Colton Boston hears his life story and how he came to the Nest. All this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News. Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Maddie Kep.
And I'm Nula Adams. We have our final show before spring break, so stick around. ENN starts right now.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us here at Studio 301.
Today is Friday, March 8th, and honestly, Maddie, I cannot wait for spring break. I have so many plans.
Me too. I am so hyped to go to California and try and see new things.
And speaking of new things, a local Greek restaurant recently came under new ownership. Parker Reynolds takes a bite out of the story of Hungry Platters.
Prosper is home to a lot of different businesses and restaurants, but it's not every day you find a unique Mediterranean restaurant recently put into the hands of a husband and wife team with strong connections to their food.
My wife and I are both 100% Greek. We've been to Greece plenty of times, and so we just love the food. You know, we're particular. We like it done our way. We do have a love for food, and we cook at home a lot. We wanted to share that with other people.
This was always the dream. This kind of been a blessing. It kind of fell into our laps, and just to be at this location is amazing, and we're really grateful.
Hungry Platters doesn't just focus on good food, but a good customer experience as well.
It's very important that the customer feels welcome.
Our motto is the Greek word philoxenia, which means make a stranger a friend. If we got a review, I would ask customers to text me, because that feedback's important. And we've adjusted some recipes based on feedback as well.
Special things have happened where people have come in, customers, and have told me something about their life. It's just touching to me that people like to share their stories with me.
Tassos and Christina find their passions for cooking in childhood memories and traditions.
My family was in the restaurant business for over 40 years. And so I grew up in it for the most part.
From a little girl, we've always cooked and baked in the home with my grandparents. When we continue doing these things, after the people who have taught you have passed on, they're with you. They're there, and that's important to me.
Hungry Platters hopes to extend to more locations in the future, extending their love and enthusiasm to many more. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Parker Reynolds.
Hungry Platters also hires high school students, and it's pretty close by, so I would definitely check it out.
Yeah, Maddie, Greek food is one of my all-time favorites, so I love that there's a place here in Prosper now.
Yes, and I love all the new and diverse foods in Prosper, just like I love my celebrity drama.
New releases are grabbing attention in the music world. Up next is Talent Talk, sponsored by Jam and Toast.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Why not do it right? From Belgian waffles to Santa Fe chicken, there is something for everyone. For a sunny side up type of morning, visit the exclusive location of Jam and Toast today.
One celebrity couple is making headlines. Imogen Perez has more.
Thank you, Maddie. Swifties are taking over once again. Taylor Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, was seen wearing a gray blocked button-down. Swift's fans suspect that this is the color palette for Taylor's new album, The Tortured Poets Department. One fan even took it to X, formerly known as Twitter, posting a side-by-side comparison of the shirt to the 4 different album covers. To be honest, seeing them next to each other, they do look very close, and I wonder if any more of Kelce's outfits are going to give us a sneak peek to her new album. And speaking of new albums, today Ariana Grande released her new album, Eternal Sunshine. It's been long awaited by many fans since her last album was released 4 years ago in 2020. Fans all over social media were going crazy and counting down the days until the release. The album will consist of 13 songs, including True Story, Ordinary Things, and Be Natural. The album will also feature a very special guest, Grande's grandmother, Marjorie Grande, also known as Nona. She will join Ariana and be featured on the final track, Ordinary. Personally, I don't listen to Ariana, but I'm still super excited to hear the new album. Nula, Maddie, are you guys excited?
I know that I'm so excited because I am a huge Ariana Grande stan.
It really is crazy that it's been 4 years since her last album.
Yeah, thinking about her last release really takes me back.
And our next story also takes a step back to Mardi Gras, where Christina Krasnova found a Mardi Gras dog celebration. Check it out.
Down in the heart of McKinney, dog lovers got a break from reality. Owners brought their furry friends, all dressed up in imaginative Mardi Gras outfits, and marched around the square.
We mostly walked around and made new friends. He's played with several puppies. Stole a few balls from dogs.
Through all the festivities, something unexpected dragged their inspiration through the mud.
I was really surprised. Dogs weren't going crazy. The dogs were really calm. My dog enjoyed it. And then the rain came. It rained on our parade.
Even though we're getting rained on, this event still let imaginations run wild. And for some dogs, it even let them escape their past reality.
Each of the dogs were rescued. Maverick was found in a garage about 7 years ago. And so we rescued him. And then we found Coco was found in a barn in Pottsboro.
Even with obstacles, Grimes refuses to let these rescues have a dull time.
A life with me is an adventure. So I'm just saying, life should be an adventure for all of us.
Even though this festival ended a lot sooner than we thought, me and Dogs Like Bonnie had a lot of fun today. I'm Christina Krasnova reporting for Student Television Network at the Mardi Gras Dog Festival.
If you want to see these pups, they'll be at the square again next year.
Yes, I am so excited to see those Mardi Paws next Mardi Gras season.
And something else I am so excited to see is our Prosper Sports, so stick around, game time is up next. Student Council and Skills USA are collecting items to send to West Texas for firefighters and victims of the wildfires. Over 1 million acres have been burned. Non-perishable foods, personal care items, baby diapers and wipes, first aid supplies, blankets, pet supplies, and other essential items. Donations can be dropped off in the nest from Monday, March 4th through Friday, March 8th. Before we head over to game time, let's find out more about the most recent track meet. Callie is at the PHS track. Callie?
Thanks, Maddie. Last Friday, Prosper High School hosted the annual Dan Christine Relays meet with over 10 teams competing. Last year, the meet got canceled due to weather restrictions, but this year, the sun was out and the weather was in the 80s. And also shining was our Prosper athletes. Braston Swick has more on the topic in this week's edition of Game Time.
Thanks, Callie. Starting it off strong with our Prosper track and field. Last Friday, our school hosted the Dan Christie track meet with many schools from all across the Dallas-Fort Worth area competing, and our Prosper Eagles performed strong this meet with some very notable first-place finishes. To start, congratulations to our girls 4x1 team for finishing first with a time of 47.6 seconds. Another amazing time was by Lane Sheely, who ran the boys' 800-meter final with a time of 1 minute and 54 seconds. Someone also jumping high on the rankings was Sutton Stewart, who jumped 6'8" in the boys' high jump. Congratulations to Sutton and everyone on the track team. Now swinging it over to baseball and softball news, our Lady Eagles participated in the Ellis County Tournament. On day one, the Lady Eagles entered strong, winning 4-0 against Granbury. Then on the second day of tournament play, the Eagles continued to dominate, beating West Trojans 7-3. But sadly falling short next to the Joshua Owls in a close game with a final score of 1-2. Sadly, the rankings for this tournament are not out yet, but I can tell our Lady Eagles played amazing this weekend. The Lady Eagles will continue district play as they face off against Denton Guyer this afternoon at the PHS softball fields. Great job to our softball team. Also competing in the tournament is our boys baseball, who continued play in the 5-2 Invitational. Going into the second day, they started off strong, going against Matter Day, who traveled to our school all the way from California, but Prosper showed them why we are the Prosper High School and came out on top, winning 5-4. On that same day, our Lady Eagles continued to dominate, going heads up against Deer Creek and keeping the score low with a 1-0 win. Now going into the third and final day of this Invitational, the boys were not yet finished, dominating as they completely left Bixby from Oklahoma in the dust 10-0. A player who really showed himself this game was Cannon Webb, who had a beautiful walk-off home run, solidifying this game as a win for our Prosper Eagles. Take a look. Oh! Oh! The rankings for this Invitational have not yet been released, but seeing the final scores for this game, I can tell y'all that Prosper definitely plays extremely well. Great job to our baseball boys. Now switching over to the Lady Eagles soccer, our Lady Eagles went face-to-face against McKinney Boyd and came out on top, ending the game off 2-1. This strong win keeps our ladies high up in the rankings at 3rd in all of Texas. Now passing it over to boys soccer, just like the girls, they kicked off March with an amazing 2-0 win over McKinney Boyd last Friday. This is certainly not a surprising win for our boys soccer, as they are still holding on to their lead in the Texas standings as the #1 team in all of Texas. Both the boys and the girls will be looking for another win to keep their high ranks as they go against Denton-Braswell this afternoon. Good luck to our soccer teams. Being first in the state of Texas adds a lot of challenges to the soccer team. However, having a coach that has overcome personal challenges can help a ton. Colton Boston kicks it to Coach Blackburn's story.
Every athlete, coach, and trainer all have a story. But the PHS boys soccer team adds a new story this year, one that has helped charge their way to the first in the state of Texas.
I went to Navy OCS in Newport, Rhode Island in December 2014. I was injured pretty soon thereafter, so I had a very short stint in the Navy. When I got out of the Navy, I immediately transferred.
But even with this being his first year coaching at PHS, he has made it seem like he's been here for years.
He was really good whenever he came in, but he didn't make it too big of a deal for him being brand new. He just started coaching us like he's known us for the entirety of our time being here, and due to him being able to welcome us just easy like that, we're able to welcome him just as easily.
Coach Blackburn even makes sure that the team has a goal set for each season that they play.
You know, we as a team have set goals. One of those goals is to win district and eventually make it to state.
And the style of coaching has left a massive impact on PHS players.
Coach Blackburn, he's probably one of the best coaches that Prosper High School's ever seen, if not the best, because he is able to show us that he has confidence in us and allow us to be able to play for not only ourselves, but also for the team, and he makes us want to play for the team.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Colton Boston.
Boys soccer only has 2 games left, so be sure to show out to their games and show your support.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Once again, I'm Nuala Adams.
And I'm Maddie Kep. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you after spring break. Have a great rest of your day, and
Go Eagles!